PlayStation.
The Thunder, no doubt, one of the NBA's best-dressed squads. Coming down the tunnel earlier tonight, they'll want to carry that sharp look onto the floor in front of their home crowd. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Oh, what a group. He's got some work to do in order to get into that conversation, I think, but there are plenty of games left for him to make his mark.
And even though he hadn't necessarily set himself apart from the rest of that rookie class, you can see that his game does seem to be well-suited for the NBA.
I don't think there's a question about that. It's this stage for him about learning each and every day, both practices and games, and staying focused on how to get better.
So the New York starting five. Towns is out there with Robinson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. And for the Thunder, Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Case and Wallace. And it's Holmgren in at the 5 down low. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
From outside, off the mark. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Utah Jazz. Anunoby in the corner. Robinson passes to Brunson. Williams kicks to Holmgren. Pass to Wallace. And the slam dunk by Wallace.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Dagnall. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on a game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. You can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. Let's see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 15 points last outing. Dort finds Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Williams with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Goes up to the stripe.
And good defense from Towns. He's a big-time shot blocker, and that reputation can scare shooters.
And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. And that one, good.
There's a great pace to Gilgeous-Alexander's game. The mid-range fits well.
Bridges outside. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Tom Thibodeau. Decides to call a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And he has been on another level this past month, getting Eastern Conference Player of the Month, Karl Anthony Towns.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Every year, Anunoby seems to gain more and more confidence, especially in his jump shot.
It's Dort on the wing. Wallace outside. Pass to Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field so far.
Towns, no luck. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Williams. Robinson pulls it in.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
The numbers will back it up, Brent, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for the Thunder. And a switcher also for New York. Hart's checked in. Wiggins against Hart. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with the jump hook.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And they pick up 2.
Gritty play by a gritty player, Josh Hart. Hard to deny it.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City. Inside, kicks it out to Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Brunson picks him up. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from 18. That misses off the backboard.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
A three-pointer, Wiggins. It's rebounded by New York. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, we'll find out. Such talent on the floor tonight on each side of the matchup. There's some conference pride at stake, too. Both teams being among the cream of the crop in the East and the West. Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Down low, here's Achua. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
But in the paint, Achua can be very forceful. He knows how to utilize his power.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Again, Oklahoma City.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Williams. Colette grabs the miss.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Here's Kolek to the inside. Sims, nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Wiggins with the bounce pass. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Williams passes to Wiggins. outside, Dort. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And the Thunder lead by 1.
How about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. Number 1, the Knicks.
They've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
So crucial for Hart to get to the line, establish some confidence. He's solid from there. I think it sometimes gets his perimeter game going.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. Alex Caruso comes in for Dort. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Joe. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Wiggins finds Joe. No good with the triple.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
A shot by Sims, no good. Oklahoma City has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Hartenstein passes to Joe. Here's Hartenstein. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And New York making a change here.
Bridges, Miles McBride.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the first. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. The Thunder shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
Now, here's Holmgren. 12 points his last outing. It's hauled in by Achua. Bridges outside. Over Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more in store for you right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. We've got Miles McBride. Mikal Bridges out there with Hart. Then there's Achua. And it's Payne in at the 1 spot. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Joe. And the layup is good. Joe's got his first points of the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. David, he is fearless. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, three-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not, that's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on. Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Caruso against Hart. Caruso, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Pass to Bridges. Off on the layup.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Wiggins in the post. Defended by McBride. Now Holmgren fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Holmgren's got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. Anunoby, he's checked in for the Knicks. Knicks trail by 7. Here's McBride. No scoring in this one. And here we go. Fast break. Wallace has got it. Hartenstein passes to Wallace. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Wallace slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now, here's Bridges. 5 points in the game. Pass to Hart. Anunoby is screen on Wiggins. Hart the pass to Anunoby. Clock is at 3. Bridges for 3. Struggling getting it in. That's his 7th miss in 9 shots. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And their activity on the defensive end has been fantastic here tonight. They've had deflections, they've ended up with steals, and that's just getting them out on the break and speeding them up.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Aaron Wiggins. Bridges kicks to Anunoby. Will it go? Rebounded by Joe.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Pass to Caruso. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Caruso's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Anunoby. To the middle. It's tipped. And now here comes Williams leading the break. And there's the call on Miles McBride. That's his first foul. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. And then for New York, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Precious Achiuwa. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And the Knicks with possession here. They trail by 14. Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. To end the drought. They get the rebound. Williams with the steal. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closer.
Pretty simple. OG Anunoby is an elite defender. Watch out.
Lets it go with the three. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Hartenstein's checked in for Holmgren. And a switcher also for New York. Miles McBride's checked in for Mikal Bridges. Towns, Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Caruso against Hart. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso.
Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Anunoby, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Pass to Caruso. This one for 3. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. They need this. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Oklahoma City leading by 16. And stolen by Anunoby. It's tipped and taken away by Wallace. And stolen by Wallace. And Wallace gets double teamed.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
The Thunder shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He's off on the first.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And he's good on the second.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. No one near him. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Brunson's got his first 2 points. Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wallace. 1:44 left to play in the first half. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Towns, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. A fadeaway. Caruso grabs the miss.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
The shot by Williams, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Tries again. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. Number 1, the Knicks.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
For the Thunder, Chet Holmgren comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Dort in for Alex Caruso. Bridges is checked in for the Knicks. Oklahoma City leading by 18. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 13. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Towns.
And the growth that Shea has shown over the years, it has come on so fast with how he has improved, but he's adding to his game.
Brent, there can't be any question now that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Now, here's Hart. 5 points in the game. Yes, that goes in. Hart's got 4 points this quarter.
Putting the speed to work that time. Hart just flying down the lane.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wallace kicks to Dort. Pass to Williams. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 15. Clock at 4. Shoots from 12. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Tips. Going against a high-powered offense like this, I know you have your work cut out for you at the defensive end.
Yeah, you know, they're tough to guard. They put a lot of pressure on you. You can't make body position mistakes. We've got to make sure we try to make them work for the points.
We'll see if you can be more effective in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the New York Knicks.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. And next, a look at some of the possible participants for this season's dunk contest.
Definitely some explosive guys on this list, but there's plenty of time.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Wallace is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And that's a strength of Mitchell Robinson's game, a force in the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't bank that one in. Williams against Brunson. Towns, a screen on Wallace. Here's Bridges. Nice defense from Dort.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it there.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
There's a screen by Robinson. Down low. And the rejection by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it.
New York ball.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's an 18-point game. 3 on the clock. Fires top of the key.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out. With nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Robinson, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Brunson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
It's Hart on the wing. Back to Brunson. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Brunson missing.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Count that one for Dort.
And Dort has a nose for the bucket.
Knicks trail by 21. Ryan the pass to Brunson. There's the pick. He takes it in. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outside Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Here's Sims, defended by Holmgren. Looking to end its cold spell. A shot by Sims, no good. The Thunder leading by 23. On the wing, Wallace from outside the arc. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Wallace has got 13.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now here's Brunson. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Hart finds Brunson. Hart against Dort. To end the cold streak. And Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got his second basket.
Well, Brunson, one of those players that's just not going to be denied, determined to convert inside, and he does.
The Knicks shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Pass to Hart. To the middle. Here's Sims, and he dunks it down.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for the Thunder.
Substitution on the court.
And the Knicks making a change here as well. Payne's checked in. Tries the spin move. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Shot from 12. Over in the corner, Dort. Outside Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Wiggins dishes to Williams. Holmgren. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And that 7-foot frame of Holmgren makes him so difficult to guard.
Holmgren hits them both. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's deflected. Payne with it. Nothing on the board. Pass to Ryan. McBride with the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Ryan. Takes the three. Dort grabs the miss. Over in the corner, Williams. 1:52 left in the third. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 6 assists in the game.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And Hart has it in the corner. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points here in the second half. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Thunder?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dort. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 25 points in the game. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And stretching out his shot from deep, Holmgren has developed some pretty solid range.
Towns the screen to the inside. And Towns throws it down.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Thunder. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks that one from the post. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 now in this quarter.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Inside, Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Payne just opening things up for this offense by moving the ball.
Knocked away. Here he goes. Here's Towns. Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. 1 second left. He can't get that one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. A terrific. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, we've got Anunoby. Achua is out there with Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's McBride in at the point. Towns with the steal. Anunoby in the corner. Pass to McBride. Trying to find Achua and gets it to him. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Pass to Towns. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Caruso grabs the miss. Caruso's got his 5th rebound in this one. to the middle. Here's Williams, and the slam by Williams.
Explosive move from J-Dub. Great athlete.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
High post try. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size, with that kind of touch, that is money.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Cason Wallace. It's good from long range.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Kolek. Here's Anunoby. Rebound by Williams.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Pass to Joe. Now here's Wiggins. Misses the layup. Outside, Towns. Good on the triple. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Joe can't get it to go. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Kolek, covered by Wiggins. Back to Towns. Brett is a guy who has played with winning teams, been in terrific cultures, and currently in one with the Spurs. What do you think is more important, team culture or raw talent?
Well, I believe in the culture carrying teams to a championship, but you can't do that without talent. So it's got to be a blend of both, Kevin, in order for your team to perform at its highest level. Culture comes first.
And the Thunder making a change here. Jones is checked in. And a fast break now for New York. And here's Brunson outside. And the Knicks miss again. The Thunder leading by 23. Here's Wiggins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jalen Brunson. Free throw good. Wiggins. Jang, he's checked in for Jones. And a switcher also for New York. Mikal Bridges checked in for OG Anunoby. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Doesn't get any easier for Achua. Once he's got positioning, he wants inside. He'll look to dunk everything.
Joe passes to Wiggins. Here's Joe. Brunson covering. Joe, good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Towns, a screen on Wiggins. Fires the 3. Fails to score here. He has made 5 of 12 to this point. Thunder have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players. And certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time, and these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less. It's still fun to poke at the rookies, just a little bit.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
New York's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. To the paint, here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And how about the game from Towns? The combination of that height and shooting, probably unmatched in the NBA.
Pass to Joe. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City moving it around for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Achua. Second shot opportunity. Here's Kolek to the wing right side. Towns down low. He's against Hartenstein. And it's Towns missing.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Oklahoma City has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Joe passes to Hartenstein. Here's Wiggins, and he gets it to go.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Here's Caruso. Here's Joe. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And so many times on the defensive end showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Topic comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Caruso finds Williams. Here's Hartenstein. Robinson with the block.
Well, hard to score when Robinson's down there being a factor.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Topic, no good. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Caruso, the pass to Hartenstein. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.